So why do narcissists ghost you? So for the first easiest, simplest reason is because they're done with you. They don't want to have anything else to do with you. Bye bye, disappear. Easiest break is to disappear and go, Casper. But another reason is because ghosting you doesn't give you closure. It kind of leaves the door open. You'd be surprised how many people I talk to, like on a daily basis, they get ghosted and allow the person back into their lives because they come back with some lame ass excuse like, "Oh, I've been super busy. Hey, sorry about not reaching out to you. Work has been crazy. Work has been so crazy you couldn't pick up and send a 3-second text message like, hi." Could do that. But if you allow somebody to come back into your life after they ghost you, they'll just do it again. That's just like the biggest violation of like leaving somebody alone, like with no kind of closure, no reason and no nothing. It keeps you guessing. It makes you question your own self-worth. Like, why did they ghost me? Why can't they just say goodbye? What did I do? And they come back and explain like, it wasn't you, it was me. If they ghost you, let them stay Casper. Don't let them come. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware narcissist Lee Hammock, also known as Mental Illness across all social media platforms. If this is your first time tuning in, I use my platform to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. This series is dedicated to just making my TikToks and my YouTube shorts longer. They are, 60 seconds or less. This will be a lot longer than 60 seconds. So, the TikTok you just watched was about a narcissist. She asked the question, why do narcissists ghost you? And you can see in the video, I just said there's a few different reasons as to why a narcissist will go completely ghost on you. Will like disappear out of your life for whatever reason. So the very first reason, like I described in that video, is like sometimes they're just done with you. Sometimes I know a lot of people ask about the final discard. I know narcissistic people in my own personal life that have discarded people because they're tired of dealing with them. Like literally, that's the easiest way the easiest way for them to have a break with that person is to ghost them. And I know ghosting is a terrible. Ghosting is just a terrible way to get rid of people. But they're just completely done with it. It's like, I don't want to talk to this person. I'm finished. And they never talk to that person again. Like years later, never reach out to them again. Don't respond to the text messages, block them, ghost them. Just completely disappear on them because they're completely done with them. And that's the simplest way for, to explain one reason why people ghost. The other one I was talking about was how ghosting you provides you no closure. A lot of times if somebody ghosts you, they have something else going on. Like a lot of times if you meet somebody, y'all have a whirlwind romance for like a couple weeks, a couple months or whatever, and they completely ghost you, it's because they have something going on. Sometimes that person is married or in a completely another relationship. Let's say they live in a different state or they live in a different city and they're just in town for a little bit and y'all hit it off and y'all go back and forth for a little bit, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, one day, ghost mode. One day that person is they completely gone out of your life and doesn't come back. That person is like completely vanishes off the face of the earth. You know what I mean? And that's the way it works sometimes when you're dealing with narcissistic people, because that's 100% how they do it. Like, they're not 100%, but that's how they do it. They'll just completely, they'll be come into town, and not only narcissists ghost. Let me go ahead and say that too, because toxic people ghost is a toxic trait. It doesn't necessarily make you a narcissist, but a lot of narcissistic people do ghost because they have separate lives that they're living. Like you are the side person, the side dude or the side girl, and they just come into your life for a little while like a wrecking ball, wreck them cheeks, and then disappear on you. Or, put the cheeks on you, wreck you, and then disappear on you. That's how they do. Ghosting is a thing because that's the easiest way to break. Especially if sometimes they give you fake names, sometimes they give you fake numbers and stuff like that. They use texting apps. They don't communicate. Like ghosting. Because then if you don't know their real name or anything like that, you can't look them up. You can't find them. You'll never know if they were married or not. And that happens quite a bit of times. You find out like, oh my goodness, this person I was talking to, we had a whirlwind romance. I thought we were in love, then they ghosted me. A couple months later, come to find out, I see this person. I find it pops up on Facebook, people you may know, and guess what? It's them, and they're married. They have a whole family. I didn't reach out because I didn't want to ruin their life or whatever, but it sucked, Yeah, and like I said, what's another reason, because they just have a whole different life going on. And another reason, what I described in the video, in the TikTok, was because ghosting kind of allows the door to be left open. Ghosting, of course, doesn't provide you any type of closure. It just doesn't. Like, how do you get closure from a ghost? Casper, the friendly narcissist. They just come into your life you know, where was that? Oh, this fell on me. They just come into your life, and they just come into your life, ruin your life, they love bomb you, idealize you, devalue you, and then ghost you. Or sometimes they don't even get to the devaluing stage. Sometimes during the love bombing phase, they'll just completely ghost you, because, of course, like I said, ghosting you doesn't provide you any type of closure, which sucks. But when you come along those lines right there, when ghosting doesn't provide you closure, it means that it leaves the door open. When they leave, when they run out of your house or whatever, they kind of leave the door open. Not physically leave it open. Sometimes they physically leave it open, which is terrible because they leave you open to the environment. But like mentally, they leave the mental door open for them to make a return. Because I've talked to so many people that do this ghosting thing, and I always tell them, like, the person will come back into their life using some kind of BS excuse. Oh, sorry, look, out of nowhere, 4 or 5 months later, a year later, and somehow, for some reason, y'all will let them back into your lives with some lame ass excuse. Like, 3 months go by, so sorry I haven't reached out to you. I've been super swamped with work. Lie. So work takes up 24 hours of your day. You can't pick your phone up and send a text message. Work takes up too much of your time. You can't send an emoji. How long does it take to send an emoji? I can send an emoji right here in the next 10 seconds. It'd be done. This work took all their time up. That's a lie, y'all. That is a complete 100% fabrication. It is just a lie. It just is. So when you're dealing with people like that, when you're dealing with situations like that, don't let people like that back into your life, because then your life becomes a revolving door of toxic traits, a revolving door of narcissism, a revolving door of being treated like crap and things like that. So if you want to continue that process, keep letting people ghost you, because they'll just pretend to have it. Like, another way. Now, I talked to this one lady one time. Her boyfriend, who is married, ghosted her like for a couple of weeks, and she was like, well, I think he's done with me. He's not gonna reach out to me anymore. I was like, I don't think so, because he's ghosted you before and he's came back. She's like, what do you mean you don't think so? I like, because this is. She said, what would you do? I said, this is what I would do. I said I would just send you a text message, or I would call you and just say, hey, why haven't you been responding to me? I would pretend like I have been reaching out to you and you just haven't responded to me. I would pretend you were the one ghosting me and ignoring me. The whole time it was me. She said, no, that's not going to happen. She's like, okay. And then, like, literally 2 days later, I got an inbox on my Instagram where she literally sent me a voice recording saying that exact same thing happened. She's like, oh my God, he reached out to me and asked me why I hadn't been responding to his text messages. And clearly he hasn't texted me. So I told him to send me the text log or the call log, and he said, I deleted it. Of course. But, she's still talking to him, because I haven't heard from him in a while. And when people go ghost on me, after I do a one-on-one, I assume that they went back. They just don't keep in contact with me. I tell people to follow me on Instagram and message me. But when they go ghost, I know they went back. Okay? Some people go back into dangerous situations all the time. So I have to be, emotionally disconnect. But like I said, ghosting doesn't provide you any closure. If you keep letting people come back into your life after they ghost you, they'll just ghost you again, because there's patterns. When you're dealing with a toxic person or a narcissist, there are patterns that come along that come along with that. So if you're dealing with patterns and things like that, you have to stay in your truth. Like, don't let people come in and out of your life. You're not a revolving door, because when somebody ghosts you, it really doesn't provide you any closure. It makes you question yourself. It makes you question your self-worth and your self-value. Like, what could I have done? What else could I have done differently to keep this person in my life? What was wrong with me? Did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? And you'll keep asking those questions. And who can provide you the answers to those questions? The person that ghosted you. So if they reach out to you, they'll provide you those answers and say it was nothing you did wrong. A lot of times they'll say, oh, you didn't do anything wrong. It was just me. I was going. I got scared. Things moved too fast. Please, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Let me make it up to you. Blah 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 blah. And you let them back into your life. Or sometimes they will blame you and say that you were the issue. Like, look, you were coming on too strong, so I had to take a step back. I'm sorry, I wasn't ready for what you were dishing out, blah, 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 blah. And they suck you back into the dynamic like that too, because now if you want this person, if you like this person, if you really connected with this person and you miss that love bombing phase, you'll go back into the relationship again. And then you'll be changed up. You'll try to make sure whatever they said you did wrong, you won't do it again, especially if you want to keep this person in your life. You know what I mean? It's a lot of moving pieces that go into that. That's why I tell you, you have to protect yourself. You have to protect your peace. You have to protect everything that you have going on, because if you don't, they'll go out, they'll disappear out of your life, and they'll come back into your life if you allow it. Don't allow people in and out of your life. Like I said at the end of my TikTok video, let them be Casper. If they ghost you, let them go. I know you want answers. I know some people want answers. People want to explain like why you weren't good enough, because you've had people. Some of y'all might have abandonment issues. So this person ghosting is pretty much a terrible form of abandonment. You know what I mean? So now you kicked in. This ghosting has triggered your abandonment issues, and now you craving a reason why. Why does it keep happening to you? But if somebody a man or woman comes into your life, or a non-binary person comes into your life and wrecks your life, wrecks shop, and things like that. And they disappear on you, it says more about them than it says about you. I promise you it does. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. I really, truly appreciate every single one of y'all. Like and subscribe for more. New content coming every day. Thank you so much. Mental Healness is out. Peace.